Hey Hada, what's happening in Melee? So many things. And, it's unfortunate when we miss a week or two there because we can't go back and talk about absolutely everything. I don't even know. We were talking about what did we not yet talk about, and I don't think we talked about major upset results. And I can barely remember who won that. It was AMSA. But, it's crazy how much happens in Melee. We are in April already, which means that summer, not necessarily around the corner, but we still have some big events coming up here. May is going to be a big month with Battle BC as well as Combo Breaker. So there are things coming down the pipeline, but for today, Hada, first let's start with you. How are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty well. Today is a Friday. Might go to the University of Boulder weekly. Haven't decided yet. A lot of other good stuff's in the works. This past weekly, myself and Fidswiggle got second at our Monday weekly, which is our big one, the Big Denver weekly, and we lost to Conman and Critias. So Conman, half of the Conman DSJ static team, who is now probably ranked 3 in Colorado right now, an extraordinary doubles player, and Critias, a semi-retired older school player, was top 5 PR for a couple seasons, but is an incredible doubles player. Incredible. So very close sets. They took us pretty handily in the winner's side. We won our first 2 games in the run back after beating Polear and DSJ in losers finals, and then they adjusted to our adjustments, and it was just too little too late, and they reversed 3-0'd us. And in my brain, if we got to the reset, I think we could have won it, but it was definitely an amazing set. But yeah, doubles is great. There's whispers of a Colorado Arcadian, which is always fun, so probably do some commentary, maybe play some teams there, try to get some dubs. But it's
Pro-Am dubs? Pro-Am dubs?
Pro-Am dubs is actually also in the works of some conversations for a little Pro-Am dubs event that we can teach the up-and-coming Colorado players the wonders of doubles. And so what I think we're going to do is we recently did a protege event where we had a PR or very highly skilled player coach a up-and-coming player or a lower skilled player, and then we had them enter weekly tournaments, and the progress was honestly astounding. A lot of our lower level players are now comfortably mid-level just after a month of weekly tournaments, just 4 tournaments, and we're thinking about doing that. So one pro doubles player would coach a team, so 2 up-and-coming players on doubles fundamentals, mechanics, and hopefully see which coach is the best and which upcoming team is the best. And so it'll be really fun. So I think I'm going to try to do some legwork for that. But weekend's looking fun. Lots to talk about in Melee. So something I would like to talk about initially is, we do have exciting things. You like to put your money where your mouth is, per se. And someone went no further than, I believe, Edwin Budding put this out. There is a $1,000 bounty on the first team to defeat HBox and Plup in bracket, I believe, put up by our good friend Edwin. So Edwin is tired of HBox and Plup just steamrolling their way through doubles, and it's always fun to see them because they're an amazing team. But when it really boils down to it, I'm so excited to see all the good teams try to meet at the same tournament, because it's sort of like ships passing in the night, really, where HBox and Plup haven't really met Jmook and IBDW yet. I'm sorry, Jmook and Cody.
Other than Genesis 9.
And that was a pretty close set, if I remember correctly.
The Grands wasn't close. I think it might have been close in the winter. No. HungryBox brags about this all the time. I forgot that they lost 0 games in the Genesis 9 doubles bracket. They 3'd them twice.
Ooh. I don't know. Maybe no one's going to claim it. I mean, that would have been my pick to claim it, but I don't know. Maybe me and Evan have to head out to I don't know, major upset. No, major upset already happened. So we have to head out to one of these Canadian tournaments in the next couple months and snag that bounty for us. Maybe pay off some student loans or something. But as I digress.
But the flight anyway.
Yeah, maybe it'll just pay for my trip. We'll just beat HBox and Plup, and we'll pay for the whole trip. It'll be great. But it is exciting to add stakes to doubles because it makes people want to prep. It makes people want to practice because, quite frankly, a lot of the top tier doubles teams are just, I'm not going to say just, they do have good doubles mechanics, but there are, I would say, more skilled doubles players who just aren't as skilled at the game as HungryBox and Plup. So if you were to mash those skills together. So thinking about Plup and IBDW and Jmook getting sessions in with Run Riot and Tempo, getting sessions in with a lot of the good East Coast teams. Prior to them winning their most recent event, it seems like they understand the value of actually practicing teams beyond just, we're just going to better player these guys, we're going to isolate, go 1v1s, and really try to focus on what makes good doubles play. And I think that really is the difference between, you know, having that opportunity to beat Plup and HBox. It's just, they are phenomenal players, phenomenal doubles players, but I don't think they're this unkillable Goliath. I think it can definitely happen.
The other tricky part of it is that Edwin said for the next 3 tournaments where Hungrybox and Plup appear in the doubles bracket is the deadline. So you don't have until the rest of time if you are interested in being able to take on this bounty. You have to do it at the next, and within the next 3 tournaments that Hungrybox and Plup attend. Now, they did not play doubles together at Major Upset, so that doesn't count towards the 3 total, right? Even though they were both. Wait, Hungrybox? Jeez. Anyway, of course he was. He had to have been. Anyway, the whole thing of that is we're hoping for someone like Jmook and Cody to be able to do it, but I just double checked the Genesis 9 dubs bracket, and it was 3-0 in winners finals, 3-0 in grand finals in favor of Hungrybox and Plup. They just I remember watching grand finals. I knew that was a 3-0 at the very least. So it's just astounding to see a doubles team that is capable of winning against most of the field in Jmook and Cody then get just smacked down so hard by Hungrybox and Plup. And so within 3 tournaments, can we see somebody take 1 set off of them? I venture to say yes, but I don't think it'll be necessarily because of the $1,000 bounty, because you're not going to get someone like me going, oh, this is how I get $1,000. Just give me a few years and I'll be... No, that's not how that's going to work. So I think AMSA teaming up with different people, obviously we cover Jmook and Cody. What about Ralph Dark Atma? What about, well, Fizzwiggle and whoever comes out with Fizz to these big tournaments? Maybe it's Faison or you or somebody else. You know, there's lots of good Colorado Dubs players, and Fizzwiggle is no slouch. Or what about, I'm missing one other team, because I don't know if Fat Goku is going to be traveling a lot.
Fat Goku, Ginger is very strong.
But Fat Goku announced that Major Upset would be his last big singles appearance. Might play dubs in the future, but it's taking a step back from Melee as a whole. Oh, Panda Crudo. What about Panda Crudo? They placed top 4 at Genesis 9, so maybe we see Crudo teaming up with somebody, and Crudo, it seems, by all accounts, seems to be an amazing doubles player. So there are teams out there, but to be able to challenge Hungrybox and Plup, that's tough. But it won't go on forever, because PewFat couldn't win every single tournament for the rest of the time. Eventually, they were dethroned, and that's what happens. Eventually, someone gets you.
It's gonna be a really difficult ask for any team. I think the short list of teams that are capable are gonna be Cody and Jmook. It's also, there also is a potential if Ginger and Fat Goku get together to play again. I think that's also has potential. Maybe Magi and Fat Goku as well. They're also a very solid team. Dark Atma and Ralph is another great team. And maybe even Korean Fried Chicken, maybe Dewan and STJ. What I will say about AMSA and Axe, I think they're a phenomenal team and they could take a lot of big names. It's a stylistic counter if you go back and watch their set versus actually Fizzwiggle and Khalid, which was Sheik and Puff. I know Plup plays Fox, but very similar with the Puff adaptation. It really requires to beat that team. You have to have a rest centric and a rest reactive play style, and HBox in teams is very good at finding those more unconventional rests in the scramble. So someone like Khalid, who really plays to hold down center and hold down neutral and wall and look for breaks, that's great and that's good Pluff play style, but you have to be able to rest to kill that Pikachu, to kill that Yoshi permanently. And HBox has that in spades, so that's going to be a difficult matchup, but I'm not going to say it's out of the woods. But it's going to have me have an especially keen eye on the next couple doubles brackets.
Wait a minute. Hungrybucks and Plup did team up at Major Upset, and guess who took them to Game 5? I forgot to shout out this team. S2J Salt took Hungrybucks and Plup to Game 5 at Major Upset.
Yeah, Salt is an amazing doubles player. A lot of the Texas players are actually pretty solid at teams, so you're going to see Salt, Justice, as well as SFOP are all very good doubles players. Bobby, not as much. There's a hilarious clip of Bobby getting absolutely diced up by Colorado's own Polear and James Jr., who was two of our unranked players. Polear PR'd in Colorado Jr., one of our best Arcadian level players, and absolutely getting destroyed by Polear's Marth. And so I don't know exactly if Bobby focuses on teams all that often, but the Texas teams definitely do have a lot going for them. But got a lot looking forward to. So obviously they can bleed. Plup and HBox can bleed, getting taken by the double Falcon team to Game 5. So gonna look like the next couple tournaments are gonna have a very keen eye on them, at least from myself. So looking a little bit further on, I'm gonna go ahead and get right into speaking of Cody. Cody's a free agent again, which is kind of brutal. So learning that CLG has sold off their brand name and a lot of their spots to be acquired by the team NRG. Both of them, I believe, being under the Madison Square Garden, the MSG greater umbrella. So the funds, it wasn't necessarily that like CLG was running out of money. It just seems like there has been an acquisition and a merger. And so the greater CLG teams, with the exception of their League of Legends roster, which is going to be flying under the banner of NRG X CLG for the next couple seasons until they fully take on the NRG banner, which is going to be, their main focus. NRG focused, I believe, mostly on first-person shooters as well as League of Legends, because they were previously in the LCS prior to franchising. What that does mean for the FGC team, which was CLG FGC, is they no longer have a home. So players like Cody and Magi, who have been on CLG for about 3.5 weeks, now are free agents again, which is brutal, because I do believe Cody was in the final stages of signing a lease on a home, and the last bit of that was having to get that mortgage signed off was to get an employer signee, which would have required him to be under CLG's banner.
You just need to be employed, period.
Mm-hmm. So, self-employed Twitch streamer, it's a little bit of a gray area. It definitely would have been way easier to just have his player manager at CLG sign that paperwork off, and I'm hoping Cody can still, move into his new place and get that all signed away, and hopefully can just jump through a couple of hoops to get that done. But it definitely throws a huge monkey wrench into his plans, and I know it's been an extraordinarily difficult time for Cody. What's your take on all this? Like, how do you think that the community is going to move around, especially during a lot of the esports area of business kind of coming out, and a lot of people are divesting, and there's not a lot of funds coming in?
This also affects other parts of the scene as well, because Ludwig with Moist Mogul Moves, however that is working specifically right now, picked up Zane after Zane left Golden Guardians, because Golden Guardians signs Amsa and Homemade Waffles, aka Brandon, to Golden Guardians, and that's great because it's Nun, Toph, Amsa, Brandon. That's a great team up for Golden Guardians. It's sad that Zane left, but then Zane, within 2 weeks, that's the Ludwig announcement, going to be on Moist Mogul, smurfing with Zane playing on Ludwig's behalf on stream. Seal thought, poor Seal. I mean, I don't even really feel that bad for Ken, thinking that he was playing against Ludwig. I felt bad for Seal, because that's kind of a big moment for, the Seals of the world to get a nice Game 5 and win versus Ludwig, supposedly. But I guess we'll also take a win over Zane's Puff as well. Mm-hmm. But that leads to Cody being without a home, Magi without having a home, and if Moist Mogul, we assume, is not going to just sign everyone who's available while also being top player status, that's the sad part, is that we we would love to see Cody get picked up by a Ludwig or some of these other teams out there. But it was honestly, and I know that it came out of nowhere for 99% of the CLG staff that CLG was going to be acquired and shut down, except for the League of Legends team.
Mm-hmm.
But I was surprised that they picked up Cody and Magi within fairly quick succession in the beginning of the year. I thought, this seems like it's going to be a really lean year. And that was predicated by Smash World Tour and Panda Cup just, I don't want to say crashing into each other, but effectively that's what happened. They both blew each other up. And then Beyond the Summit shutting down. And when you hear about Shine, they're not going to be back for another tournament in 2024. Shine will have its last iteration in 2023 this year. Something that is, I don't want to say a bright light in that sad news, but something that I think will be very informative to the community. Matt Dogzeb wants to be as forthcoming for the finance and gears behind the scene for how this Shine is going to pull off, because they're already $10,000 down from the last Shine. Mm-hmm. I'm interested in seeing all that, because how do you run a major / super major in 2023 when the sponsors are mostly pulling out? There's no, you don't even have the possibility, or at least maybe the Beyond the Summit, the Beyond the Smash Twitch channel still available to stream from, since that's a great resource for most of the tournaments and that have notable entrance size. They want to be on a channel where there's hundreds of thousands of followers that can see, oh, there's another Smash event that's live, let me drop in and watch it, as compared to, oh, we only have 1,000 followers, or we have 500 followers, or we have 20 followers on our gaming Twitch streaming channel. Well, discoverability is just so bad on Twitch, and it's bad on YouTube, but we have to stream somewhere. It's a big web, but all signs point down. However, you will have people like me as starters. I'm not going anywhere just because all this stuff is going sideways and south. Got people like you, Hada. I mean, you don't play singles competitively anymore, or you don't care to, but you still like to play doubles, and you're serious about your grind on it. And why are you serious about your grind on it? Well, it's not a financial money reason. You love the game, and you love playing doubles with people in your region, and that goes all the way up to these top players. While some of them are currently without a sponsor, and Cody might not get a sponsor for a couple of months, or might be even longer than that, which is really bad, because if he has to wait that long, I can't even imagine how long Magi would have to wait.
Right. Is
that we are probably going to see, I don't want to say half or give it an exact number, but if things continue the way they go now, by the end of the year, there will be a few top players, in my mind, that will move on and either play a lot less and stop competing actively so that they can pursue other things, or change their relationship with the game. You get what I'm saying? Quasi-retiring, forced retiring, taking a hiatus. I mean, Cody, among all the things that he's tweeted this week, it's also, well, I might just have to go back to school. And if Cody goes back to school, it's kind of a Laud situation. Yeah. Laud right now, thankfully, has a growing career in being an official doctor and everything, but we don't see Laud at more than like 4 or 6 events in a year's time. Especially in 2022, it felt like we saw Laud a lot at the beginning of the year, but then the summer came and he just completely disappeared until near the end of the year again. So that's the kind of relationship that might be what other top players have to take on in order to survive and live. So that is probably the consequence that we'll see. We'll also see a few of these tournaments also say we can't do this anymore. But I think for Shine specifically, and this will be the last thing I say because I've been talking for 5 minutes, it feels like, for Shine, I almost felt like last year was going to be its last iteration, its last version. And the reason why I'm saying that is because I've talked not frequently to people like G-Town Tom and Stock Money or Matt.Zeb, and there are other people who make Shine happen than those three. But it did feel like even last year it was really difficult to summon the willpower to make that tournament happen.
Yeah.
So it was a really cool event. Zane kind of reestablishing himself as the #1 player by winning Shine last year and making it like the 2-time champ. It was really, really cool. It was a great tournament. I wish I could have gone, but it is. I was not 100% surprised to see that announcement yesterday or the day before, just because I thought they might have called it quits last year, because there's this kind of general consensus of this is really hard, plus we want to move on and do other things. So when they said in their Twitter tweeting that the leadership team wants to move on to other things, that part is real. It's not just PR speak.
It's tough, man. It really is. And it's the unfortunate circumstance of it all, especially running a major tournament, is 99% of them run at a loss. And it's all for the love. It's all for the passion of the game. And a lot of the times it comes down to corporate backers and sponsorships to kind of bail us out, because we don't have the venture capitalist money. We don't have the huge lined pockets of, like, with the exception of Ludwig, like people from the community who made it big. And unfortunately, we can't count on having 2, 3, 4 more Ludwigs to bail us out of situations like this. You know, I would love to make better friends with Mr. Beast or something like that, or Moist Critical or J Schlatt or something, and have them help out Smash. And for you know, to some degree, a lot of them do. You know, Mr. Beast has sponsored a couple of the Ludwig events. Of course, Moist Moguls is now a combined company, which Charlie sponsored 2 Ultimate players and then sponsored Moki, and then now Ludwig is bringing Zane under the same brand, and that's amazing. But those are 2 people. You know, those are 2.5, I guess, with Mr. Beast sponsorships. People who are trying to do their best to keep competitive Melee alive and, you know, have us with these pseudo tier 1 events, and it's just difficult to maintain off grassroots efforts and grassroots pocketbooks. But all that being said, it's so refreshing to see that the creativity and the willingness to develop and the willingness to grow the community doesn't stop at just having monetary gain. And I'd want to give a huge shout out to the Akinia team at Team Akinia on Twitter, releasing version 0.9 of the Akinia build with a ton of new characters. You can play Sonic, you can play Diddy Kong, you can play Charizard, you can play Wolf, you can play what's the other one? I'm missing one. Lucas. I love Lucas. Lucas is very fun. I've been playing a lot of Lucas. But yeah, and that upon adding new stages, new music, new custom costumes, it's a great time. And obviously it's on the, you know, you play for fun, maybe have a couple side brackets here or there. I don't think it's going to go tier 1 esports, but it is a ridiculously fun time. I know the Melee volleyball side event has kind of come and gone, but there was a while where the Melee volleyball event was a very active, very active, you know, side event, a very active bracket. And our own Gumi here in Colorado was one of the top 5 Melee volleyball players with his crazy technical Samus. And, you know, people will find their passions wherever they can, whether it comes down to, you know, hitting a virtual ball over a virtual net with Nintendo characters, or that's adding more Nintendo characters to a 2001 title. Regardless of everything that's going on, I love the fact that our community continues to evolve and add more to its roster.
So with the Team Acania build, it also seems, I already know that you can put it on your Wii and CRT setup. It works on the Wii, which is great. I now no longer have to worry about playing Ultimate, because my son Ezra always complained that Sonic was not in Melee. Sonic's in Melee now, baby. But I also believe that the Team Acania build is Slippy safe. It was when they first added in Wolf, Charizard, and Diddy Kong, and now with this newest release adding in Sonic and Lucas, it's really cool to see that there are teams. I mean, you're using. It seems to be a little bit of a web of there's kind of like the Animelee sect. There's the MX build sect, and then Team Acania is an extension of that. Obviously, all of this kind of adds up to a Smash remix vibe, which for 64 has really revitalized that game. And for me, it's so cool to see Melee get a little bit of that treatment as well. I know that the Team Acania team only being able to add on a couple of characters once a year on average, if that. It's tough when you don't have people who can be paid to do this. They're all doing that of their own free volition and time. Yep. And I really do appreciate that, to be clear. So if there are people out there who have always been interested by Blender, and I guess there's other words that make sense in the 3D art world, or programming, or cosmetics, like changing around colors or skins in Melee. There are communities, there are Discord servers, there are places where you can go to and you can break eggs and make magic happen. So there's so many ways to express ourselves in this game, and we get to see great tournaments. We get to see top players be able to make careers out of it, even still. But we are going into a leaner time, and it is unfortunately part of the general kind of going down of the economy. Like it's not a coincidence. So that sucks. But there will be a lot of us who remain here, and we'll be super happy when people come back, quote unquote. We'll be super happy to see more and more people become interested in the game over time, and they'll come in. And we'll be happy to see them. It's going to continue to grow, even if the way that it grows is different.
Yeah, it's the creativity knows no bounds, and the P+ community have proved it. The Acania team have done it, and there's so much more Melee to be played. I know it's probably the most overused phrase since Bobby said it a couple years back, and it's true, man. Like, we survived a global pandemic. We've survived 2 or 3, 4 cease and desists. Nintendo breaking our balls and people trying to go to a different game, and Smash 4 coming out, and Brawl coming out, and Ultimate coming out, and people stay. People stay to play Melee because Melee is an amazing game. It just feels good to, and I had the conversation with this at my local this past week, but if the heat death of the universe comes about and I'm the only human left who plays Melee, I will fight CPUs like Armada used to do on stream just to move. The game just feels good to play. So I'm so excited to see that we're still growing, we're still adding, we're still implementing, we're bringing more people into the scene. And I have to give a shout out to my region in Colorado for things like the Protege tournament, for players like Blorp, who is one of our higher level Arcadian players, who's a programmer by trade and has developed us gecko codes to make us to now enable us to play our little FOCO random side event with super easily. He's made us a full website to display our skill-based matchmaking tracker. He's done so much, and it's people like that who allow us to live Melee as high as we can and to enjoy it to the best of our abilities. So if you have a passion, if you have a skill, if you can give something back to the Melee community, if you're an artist, if you're a vocal performer, if you're a aspiring commentator, if you love doubles, if you love singles, if you love randoms, if you love combo videos, if you love to edit, like, make friends with the And Friends team. Like, help them edit, help them find music, develop music for the game, develop copyright-free music to use at tournaments, to using combo videos, using promo videos. I'm sure that everyone at home listening can find something that they have in their heart that they can give back to the Melee community, and I would love to see and hear about your talents.
We're going to be getting close to doing our double show match once again. We're just waiting for Polear to hop into the server, but we also should give shout-outs. We briefly mentioned that Brandon, aka Homemade Waffles, was signed on to Golden Guardians, but Brandon's full-time job that he moved all the way from NorCal to Ohio to Cleveland, laid him off unexpectedly a few days ago, and Brandon does not deserve this treatment. You could say that I deserve it when I was laid off, but no one... I mean, Brandon deserves the world. So has been getting a lot of subs on twitch.tv/thewaffle77 recently. That's been great. But Brandon keeps... I think the latest update is that he's still searching for a job, understands that a lot of these subs will not necessarily be coming back in a month, and is going to try to continue to grow the stream. He's been streaming now, I think, 7 days in a row, so that's really cool to see. But also, how are we going to make Cleveland work, or what's going to happen? There's a lot of things going on for Brandon personally, and so we care about Cody and Magi landing places, obviously, but Brandon is a Mount Rushmore figure of our community, and so by all means, if anyone has even job leads, but if you have a sub to spare, the prime, as you will, that's where my prime goes anyway. But please, by all means, support Brandon.
Yeah, Brandon's the GOAT. Getting picked up by Golden Guardians is definitely a shout in the right direction, and I'm hoping that Brandon can at least have some supplemental income to help him out before he has to get back to the 9 to 5. I know he's going to do it. Brandon's a survivor. But please, if you're in the Cleveland area, I have friends back in the Northeast Ohio scene. Hoping people can give him a shout out, people can give him a link, a push in the right direction. And I'm pulling for Brandon. I definitely will go ahead and drop him a sub later this week, and the next time you see him streaming. So that's definitely going to be on the weekend plans. But I think that's our news for the week, so we're going to go ahead and get set up for our doubles show match. I am going to be teaming with one of my favorite players. It is none other than Colorado's own Polear. Polear is a Marth player from Colorado, and I think one of the best Marths, probably outside of Pew Pew, at teams. So one of my good friends as well, goofy guy. He says he didn't get a DM. Oh, wait, hello?
Polear!
There he is. Hi, Paul.
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to the podcast that you may or may not have ever heard of. No, I'm not blaming you, by the way, Hada. We're just really underground, you know?
Fair enough. Yeah, so, Paul, we're just playing a best of 5. Do you want to do red or blue?
Whatever you want.
Let's do blue. I like blue.
Sure.
Hey.
Yeah. I'm a blue gamer. All right, the code is BSM, so bottom of the Smash Mountain, so BSM. Then Creestab should be in here in a sec.
Howdy.
Creestab, how's it going?
Going all right. Sorry, I was walking my dog real quick.
Oh,
No
good.
worries. Do you want to go ahead and get onto the Dubs Direct Connect, be on the red team, and then the code you want is BSM for, bottom Smash Mountain when you're able to boot all that up?
I'm doing it right now.
Sweet.
Sweet. All right, what was I doing? I was going somewhere else oh yes, I was checking out what's going on in PGH, and I got distracted by the fact that someone's trying to give away CRTs, but are they trying to give away setups as well, or just CRTs? Let's see. 20 can only turn on and off without a remote, which I cannot provide. Those CRTs are down bad. Holy crap. Oh, here we go. Oh, yes, Link, let's go. Hero time.
All right, connection feels good.
Yeah, this feels nice.
We got Colorado, Pennsylvania, and Maine. God,
Holds up.
Melee's insane. The fact that it feels as good, Colorado to Maine, in
This shouldn't
teams.
feel this good. This is criminal.
Yeah.
How's that this busy?
Oh, dude, wait, we pivoting, Paul? Hang on. All right, there we go. Pivot. All right,
Well, I'm ready to get destroyed.
let's do it. All right, Battlefield?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Good luck.
GLHF?
I do not consent to Battlefield, but I'll fine. I'll assume I'm okay with Battlefield. I'm a notorious Battlefield hater.
Yeah.
Okay. Right.
We can strike if you want to.
Let's try.
No.
We
This
strike
is just
Battlefield.
friendly.
We
It's
strike
fine.
Battlefield.
I'll live.
We strike Battlefield. We strike it.
All
We strike
right,
two.
we strike, what is it? Fox Blink?
Foxlink. What do you think?
So hard about this, Hada.
Because me and Paul discuss. We like to talk to each other. I like Yoshi's personally.
Yeah, I love Yoshi's. I'm not a Dreamland fan.
All right, so let's get rid of Dreamland and Pokemon.
Sure.
All right, cool. So FD or Yoshi's.
Yeah, I feel like if Creestab, if you don't like Battlefield, you're not gonna like Yoshi's either. Do you want to do
No,
FD?
I love Yoshi's.
Oh, never mind. We ban FD. Let's go Yoshi's.
All right. I think I already locked in Battlefield, so we got this started.
Battlefield has horrible ledges, and Yoshi's has beautiful walls.
True.
It's okay. We're obviously not going to play out on Battlefield, so let's just lock in and then you know, do the old restart, and we'll go to Yoshi's.
All right, GLHF friends.
Yes, good luck, have fun.
Good luck.
Here we go. Okay, no matter what, just keep swinging, Creestab. Just keep swinging. Oh, I got Omega spiked. No, I did really bad there. Oh well.
Oh, good cover, Jesse.
Thank you. Dang it. One time in my life. What? That could have been so cool if I saw the bomb was still there. Done like an up smash or something. You know? Ow.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't pivot off. That's unfortunate. Oh, get me. It's fine.
Oh!
I'm sorry, I tried.
I thought I only needed one peach bomb. I needed two. Oh,
No.
beefy.
That just sounded like a really scuffed Ocarina of Time. Oh no. Oh. Those are beautiful walls.
All right, where are we going?
Best of 5, no bands.
Oh, this is a best of 5?
Yes.
Oh. Yeah, I am completely unfamiliar with what's happening right now. 5 minutes ago, I was doing my taxes.
I want more.
I did those last weekend.
I want more room, Creestab, so can we go to Pokemon maybe?
I'm switching characters and
Okay.
probably multiple times. So
Okay.
whatever stage you pick, I'll work with it.
Okay, well I'm not the one choosing, so
Pokemon?
yeah, Pokemon.
Okay. Now what will he pick? Da, da, da.
Well,
You're not the one. Am I choosing?
Yeah, you have to pick Pokemon.
Lock in.
Oh, Sheik.
Okay, here we
Sheik
go.
gaming. Okay.
Oh, choosing character, not stage, right?
That didn't go well.
Ooh. Eh.
No, where am I happened to my double?
What? I didn't grab the ledge.
That parasol was not expected.
Oh no.
that's alright.
Oh no.
Go straight up. Oh jeez. I'm so cold.
No. We were actually doing something there.
Nice ball.
Let's just say I did very poorly on that brief 2v1.
Swag.
Oh, that was a really nice reverse sour. Oh.
No, why am I using a move?
Unironically, it might have been a great edge guard.
Take those.
No, I got. Oh, okay. I can't believe I jumped over that. I thought for sure I would have my double jump knife. As soon as I jumped, I regretted it. Oh no. Wait, hold on. We could. Oh no, Hada's got 2 stocks. So I gotta kill. I did not.
You got this.
I mean, my up smash knocked him out fast enough.
Ooh, nice slide off, Jesse.
No, I didn't jump. What? I jumped. Dang it! I had such great ideas.
What?
No. Dang it.
Ballsy.
He went nowhere.
Well, that was the sour spot hit, right?
Yeah, that sweet spot's like impossible to hit, I swear to God.
That felt like a better stage for us. I mean, I would love to go back, but it's up to you, Creestab.
If we're going to Pokemon,
If we're going to
I mean,
poke...
yeah, we did pretty well. I'm fine with going Sheik on Pokemon. I don't mind.
Alright, let's do it.
Versus Team Mark.
I feel like we just have to tighten screws a little bit, especially me.
God, I wish sub float up air anti-aired that. Ooh.
Oh man.
Peach and your damn butt grabs.
Yeah.
No, I didn't run far enough.
It's fine. I shouldn't have let you had it. I didn't have any good follow-ups after that.
What? Eh. Oh, why am I swinging?
No.
There's a ledge over there somewhere.
There,
Ow.
finally, it came out.
Owie. Oh no.
Almost.
No! I was almost so good! Nice shield. Oh, pivot F smash. Looking like Marth. Uh-oh. Oh. I'm coming, Paul! You don't need me.
Where is my jump cancel up smashes? That's the only thing I'm good at doing, and I can't do them right now.
Hada, how dare you?
I thought there was a non-zero chance you just hit the R button and try to roll through the Marth. Oh, it went that way. Oh,
Oh no.
went reverse.
Mid.
GG's.
GG's.
Good games all around.
I don't know. I felt like I played really bad.
I'm just happy to be here. Yeah, I honestly didn't even know it was a best of 5 until after that link game.
Yeah, I mean, 2-0 would have been like 3 minutes, I felt like. Yeah, no, we normally do best of 5. Creestab, you got your Conduit Gaming highlights tonight, right?
Highlight reel, yeah, it's a tournament. Have a quad stream, highlight reel, a combo video made afterwards from the Slippy files. And also there's a Genesis giveaway going on right now where every set you play puts you in a little raffle where you could win about $500 towards a Genesis trip. So
I saw that. That's really cool. That's pretty dope.
yeah, I mean, like, the problem with highlight reel was the bottom end players. Like, the top end players, obviously you can get sick clips and stuff like that, and you make some money if you win the whole thing. But there was no reason for the lower level players to enter other than getting bodied by the higher level players in a combo video. But now, since anyone is eligible for the Genesis thing, the attendance numbers have gone up quite a bit.
That's sweet.
Very nice.
I hope
glad to hear that.
I hope that continues to grow for you, brother. But thank you so much for coming out and playing dubs with us.
Yeah, of course, anytime. Maybe next time, if this happens a little bit, I actually know it happened. I'll be able to prepare a little bit more, but appreciate it.
Also,
For
take
sure,
care of
man.
the dog. Take care of the dog. Polear, thank you also for joining us. You are also running Polear highlight reel tonight. Nice. Thank you so much for.
That's just the P plus weekly. Polear highlight reel is the P plus weekly. As far as that.
Wait, what?
So Polear is Colorado's best P plus player, right?
Yes.
He's also you're 4th or 5th on our melee PR. I think.
I am third.
Oh, so he's too good. He's too good.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were saying that he ran highlight
No,
reel.
I was being
multiple?
sarcastic. Sorry.
Okay. Don't scare me like that.
Sorry.
All right, guys.
God.
All right. Well, we appreciate you guys coming out. We're gonna wrap up the podcast, but thank you guys. We'll catch you later. All right.
I
Bye.